Hi, this is Dinesh with the Firewall BU team, and today I will walk you through a new feature introduced in release 7.6.0, that is bulk pre-provisioning using templates. This is an enhancement to another feature we introduced in release 7.6 called device templates. This feature enhances the firewall onboarding and allows an admin to onboard multiple devices at the same time. The new Add Device wizard supports registering more than one device at a time using the serial number so admins can onboard and set up the firewall deployments in a faster and efficient way. At a high level, the admin starts with creating the device template. This template is used to onboard multiple firewalls by uploading a CSV file which consists of the serial number of the devices along with some additional variables that we will see in the demo later. At this stage, FMC requests CDO to initiate zero-touch provisioning for the devices based on the serial number in the CSV file. Next step is where an on-site admin cables and powers up the firewalls. While the cable can be plugged in on the management or the data interface, in a typical branch deployment, firewall is configured to be managed via the data interface. Once the device boots up, the CDO claims the device and updates the device with the FMC information. And lastly, once the FTD has the FMC IP address, it sends the registration request and FMC starts the device registration, ultimately applying the template and deploying the configuration, completing the device initialization procedure. Let's take a look at the device registration steps in detail. So as soon as the devices are added via a new wizard, a request is sent from the FMC to the CDO. Then CDO waits for the device to come online and claims it when the device connects to the cloud. And ultimately, the device claim is successful. Once the device is claimed successfully, CDO provisions the device for zero-touch provisioning discovery, and once it is completed, CDO configures the on-prem Firewall Management Center as the manager on the device. Lastly, the device gets registered to the FMC and FMC applies the template to the device and deploys the configuration. In terms of prerequisites, this feature requires FMC to be on 7.6 and above version. The FTDs need to be on 7.2.4 and above for the zero-touch provisioning using serial number and version 7.4.1 and above for the device template, excluding 2100, which only supports up to 7.4.1. This also requires successful Cisco Security Cloud integration on the FMC, and the device must be in factory ship state. And lastly, make sure that the data or the management interface on the FTD has internet connectivity. In this demo, we will onboard two branch firewalls at the same time using the bulk pre-provisioning workflow, leveraging the device templates and zero-touch provisioning. For the demo, the device template has already been created. For more details, please refer to the device templates video on our YouTube channel. In this demo, the firewalls are behind the NAT device and have outbound access to the publicly accessible FMC, and the FMC allows inbound connectivity from these FTDs. Please note, the FMC supports device registration in both the inbound and the outbound deployment scenario, where in inbound registration, the FMC initiates the connection, and in the outbound registration, the FTD initiates the connection to the FMC. For this demo, we will leverage the FMC's inbuilt DDNS service that we'll take a look at later. So let's navigate to Devices and Template Management, and this is where we will edit the existing template. So we go to DHCP and click on DDNS. Now we support a new DDNS method called FMC only, which FMC uses to onboard devices by acting as a subscriber and pulls the update from CDO, which acts as a service provider. The update interval is how soon the FTD updates its IP address to the FMC. Here the FTD sends update to FMC via the CDO. So let's set that to 5 minutes. Now we select the interface which is used for communication to the FMC and select the DDNS method created earlier. We also create a variable for the hostname which the DDNS service uses. So once we save the configuration, we go to the device management and click on add device using wizard. So we click on serial number, select the device template that we edited. Notice that it is only for the 1010 threat defense devices. And we click next to download the CSV file, which has certain attributes that we need to fill as an admin, like display name, serial number, password, and device group. So once we have those details, we upload the CSV file and click add devices. Notice that the branch hostname is combination of serial number and the keyword local. So once we click on add devices, we notice that both the devices have started device registration. So the device comes online and is claimed by the FMC via CDO, and once claimed, CDO provisions the device for zero-touch provisioning. And once it is completed, it configures the on-prem FMC as the manager on the device, as seen as configuring manager on the device. Next step is registering the FTD to the FMC based on the info it received. So FTD is queued for the registration before establishing secure connection. Then device discovery starts, followed by SF tunnel establishment, and finally the registration is complete. Notice that the hostname shows up correctly as serial number.local now. So with this, FMC starts applying the device template, and after some time, the device template apply is successful. Notice that once the device template is applied, the deployment after the template starts, and if we navigate to the notification task, we validate that the deployment has completed or not. The same workflow applies for the second FTD, that is SJ branch FTD, where it goes through the phases of claiming, provisioning, pushing the device with the FMC details, which is followed by device discovery, registration, applying the device template, and a successful deployment. And finally, we notice that both the devices have been successfully onboarded using bulk pre-provisioning. This concludes our demo, and I hope this was informative.